Yeah, tap in for those. Shout out to everyone in the chat. Yeah,
You
yeah,
see me now?
yeah. I can see what's
All
going
right.
on. What up? What up?
Nothing much.
Welcome to the
Chilling.
platform, Rap Wars. Let the people know who you
Rap
are
Wars.
and where you
Salute.
coming from.
I, okay, I am a resilient long shot. I am a body of creativity. I am a walking creative machine, whether it be rap or visual, whatever. Overcame obstacles like us all, and I appreciate it. Who
Oh
I
yeah.
am, that's one Melanix.
Yep. Yep.
That's who I am. My name is Melanix.
Oh, okay, so that's your government name.
Melanix is my rap name. It's
All right.
based on my government name.
You also call yourself Mr. Space Rap.
Mr. Space Rap. So space rap is my style of music because I don't live in a box. You know what I'm saying?
All
I'm
right.
not with you can't put me in a box. Rap, hip hop is very aesthetic, boxified oriented, meaning if you're gangster rap, you're here. If you're street rap, you're here.
Yeah.
If you're backpack, you're here. I could do whatever. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying?
Okay. Okay.
My experiences help produce that. Space contains all elements and everything in life. So therefore, hey, what's up, everybody down there? So
Yep. Shout out to
therefore, that
everyone.
means that my frequencies of music are contained, and I produce it into into a way where people can understand and connect some sort of way, if that makes sense to you. Space is unoccupied area. Rap is an urban form of poetry. I'm an unknown form of poetry, unoccupied form of poetry.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Okay. And how old are you?
You know what I'm saying? In a box. You can't put space in the box. You can't put the universe in the box.
So you're saying that your music's like out of this
Something like that. Something like that.
world. So
Life is out of this world, the way it goes.
someone said, "Are you able to watch my upcoming series trailer?" I'll for sure tap into that.
I we will,
Yeah. All right,
but
let's get
yeah,
into these questions though. Would you rather be attacked by a big bear or a swarm of bees?
a bear. Bees can be like hornets. They will follow you. So I'd rather be by a bear. But then again, if there's water around, bees won't go in the water, but they'll hover over the water till you come out. Bears can swim, I believe. Is that a fact? Bears can like get in water.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
So you would
but
choose
it
the
depends
bees?
on what type of bear. Because if you climb a tree, fucking with a bear, if it's a black bear, I think they can climb trees. I don't think the brown bear can.
Yeah, for real. Yeah,
So when
most
you
def.
ask that question, I'm looking at it from multi angles.
Mm. Yeah, I would have to go with the bees too. I feel like a bear is going to just rip off my arm or something like that. Or he kind of glitched out there. Hold on. Yeah, it's kind of glitched. We're not still glitching.
Right. Yeah, hold on. Let me go
Oh yeah,
to parents.
yeah, it's all good.
That's technology, though. It's never perfect. Yeah. How was your
Cool. You
day,
already
though,
know.
man?
Just been working, doing interviews. I got like two more after this. So you already know.
All right.
All right, for
We
sure.
we good.
Okay. What state are you in?
I'm in
All
Maryland,
right, so that's
actually.
probably why the long distance, the internet connection's all weak right now. So yeah, I feel that.
Where you at?
In California,
Khalifa.
yeah, City of Angels.
Khalifa.
All right, if you could,
That's what I'm hearing.
yeah, if you could have a third eye, where would you put it?
If I could have a third eye, it'd probably be here.
Hmm.
And because I'm already highly intuitive, I have really good intuition, and I get that from my grandma. So I got intuition. Like if my intuition went a step above, I'd be a psychic. Like I
Mm.
have
All right.
very good intuition. Like when I walk into a room of crowded people, sometimes I'll get like in this stuck state. I'm still able to move, but I'm pulling so much energy from different people at the same time. It's like, yo, what is this? Then after a couple of these, I mellow out and I'm able to maneuver. But yeah,
I hear that. All right. And what is that you're drinking?
I'm drinking natural light. It's a beer.
All right. You don't you fuck with Corona Light?
No, I like Corona Especial, the one that comes in the brown bottle. My favorite beer though, Spanish Mexican beer is Tecate. I don't care what
Mm.
nobody say. I like Tecate and I like Cheladas. I love Cheladas. Oh man,
Uh,
the lime Chelada Modelo make magnifico, perfecto,
nah,
perfecto.
I'm already knowing. All right. All right. If aliens came to Earth, what would they look like? Or we kind of glitched out again.
I'm into stuff like that. Tall grays, short grays. You have the reptilian class. You have those that are how can I say it? They can morph. You don't know who
Uh,
you're talking to, like they can morph. Okay, thank you. They they can morph. And so by that being that they can morph, they can be anybody.
mm,
They can look like me or you. I'm not going conspiracy with this on your panel, but I'm gonna say this. You notice how they talk about these celebrities ain't looking the same and they put the pictures together? There may be some
yeah,
truth to that.
like the most recent with Jim Carrey, they said that he could be like a
Yo,
clone though, or something like that. You feel like he was cloned, or he's like an alien, or something like that.
it's something else. But you have to understand something. Society is socially engineered. In order for me to socially engineer society, I have to be at a point of power to socially engineer people. They're not going to. You can't socially engineer somebody like me or you. Me and you can't socially engineer society. But let's say me and you get on a platform, and our platform becomes big.
Mm,
Our influence, because influence means you can influence people's mind, their perception to believe and do certain things. So they use celebrities, and this is for real. That's why everything is like it is. That's why we're told who to date. We're told at what age we should be successful. If you get on Instagram right now, everybody want to tell an artist how to make their music, what to do
yeah.
marketing wise. You want to influence me, my art. If everybody's doing it the right way, then everybody will be successful. So there's a lie there somewhere
Mm,
because they pick and choose based on who has the power of influence over the minds of the masses.
mm. Hey, so it's like pretty much mind control.
Come on, man. Listen, my favorite comic book character is Venom. Do you know why? Because on his planet of Clintars, let me tell you what happened. The Clintars are a race of beings. They're symbiotic. They like to merge with a host and drain your energy. Venom, he wants to build with the host and get to know him. They thought he was crazy. So now, if that's in a comic book, anybody who thinks outside of the societal norm is being crazy. And
Yeah.
that is so black and white, like his outfit.
Hey, no, that's true right there. That's deep. Most deaf. All right. Would you rather fight a tiger-sized lion or a lion-sized tiger?
Neither. Because for me, I believe humans and animals were actually harmonious. We just lost that harmony after Eden. I don't mean to go sound like I know it all, but we live, if you pay attention to nature, nature will teach you how to live. Nature will teach you how to treat your woman. If you pay attention, we don't pay attention. So neither, because if I come across a tiger or lion, the first thing I'm gonna do is show respect
Mm.
and get the fuck away as soon as I can. But as
All
long
right,
as
all
you
right.
respect their area, if you see them, I got a homeboy from Africa, and he told me over there they see all kind of animals. but they don't go fucking with them. They're like they part of nature. We see a herd of hyenas. We don't go over there taking pictures and doing this with the Instagram for the gram. No, we leave them alone. And then too, sometimes when you show that respect to the animals, depending if you're living in a communal village, they will protect the village. Like they keep shit in order. Everything's in order. Everything's an ecosystem. Everything's a system. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, yeah.
no,
Most
not
def most definitely. And plus we're like all these like what's it called? Forests we're chopping down like trees and all that that used to be where they lived, so now they gotta move somewhere
my
else.
my my heart goes out to my brothers and sisters that live in South America. They're indigenous people. If I could live like that, I would. And I don't care. You can clown me or whatever. But they just want to be left alone and live their life. That's our whole
Mm.
intention as humans. Live our we get all this extra shit and get all I don't want to go on a tangent, but man, I would love to live like that. They know how to maneuver around certain animals. They know how to swim in the water and fish with piranhas in the water. I met a young lady whose family is like part of that from down there, and she told me we don't have problems with the piranhas when we swim. There's a certain thing they put on their body to keep that repels them. She says it's the Americans that come down, and I ain't gonna lie. She said American tourists come down there, and we'll tell them don't get in the water. Piranhas are there. You don't know what you're doing, and you know what? You know what Americans do anyway.
They still on water.
And
Yeah.
then complain. Then complain when they get their lower part eaten up. And then too, you got to understand down there you have insects and different bacteria that live in the water that your body may not be used to. And so if you can't fight it off or you don't have certain medical help or you don't know how to get in contact with the shop, the medicine man or whatever, you fucked. Because you got shit that'll crawl up in you and make babies. But I'm gonna quit talking on that
Right, right. No, for sure. I hear what you're saying. Like the people over there are already immune to all this stuff, and then us like Americans coming over there, we're like we're
just
not
like if
used
I
to any of that.
like over
So
okay,
I hear what
you're
you're saying.
are you Mexican?
Yeah, I'm like a 75% Mexican, quarter black.
Okay. So what happens is over in Mexico, and I've asked people from Mexico, like from Mexico, man, you still Mexican to me. But like straight from there, there's a spider that lives in the sand where you're from. And it'll jump on you and bite you and fuck you up. And I asked my Mexican partner this, and he said, how'd you know that? And I told him, and he said, "You're actually correct." He says, "But we know what to look for. So if we walk in like a desert part or sand part, away from like a rural area, we know what to look for. So it doesn't. But
Right.
we know we can see that shit. Y'all can't. Y'all think it's just until you wake up the next day and gotta go to the doctor because you got bit by the wrong shit.
Nah, most deaf. Nah, I hear you. Like I hear what you're saying. Most deaf. Okay. How many tacos can you fit in a backpack?
You talking about the small street tacos?
Yeah, like the trucks that they sell
Oh,
on the side.
probably 100. If I got my cookies camo book bag, and it's about that. Well, I could fit about a good 100.
Hmm. Yeah, okay.
I'm not gonna
That's a
eat
whole
all
lot
of
of
them.
tacos.
I
Yes.
might be walking down the street handing them out.
Giving it to the homeless.
Whoever, man. I'm like that. Because to be honest, we all one check away from being homeless. And the way this shit looking, we all might be asking each other, "Can you spare some change?"
Yeah. No, for real. Especially over here in California with taxes,
I'm
high
I'm
prices, gas prices.
I'm
Like
hearing,
that shit's all the way up to the roof. You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
hearing. But just so y'all know, I'm on your platform. This is a merch tee I'm working on. This is one that I'm doing. I'm working on my own merch, working on music. I do art. I'm a full fledged artist. Like I paint, draw, do all that. So this is my whole aesthetic. I love the glam punk look. I rock the lipstick, put the wig on. I might rock a lace front. Yeah, I just ain't got my nails done right now. But this is me all day, every day.
That's right. Got your own like like you're a designer and all.
What's up?
So you're your own designer, like you're a designer for
Yeah,
you.
see, yeah. So recently, I've just decided I'm not buying any more clothing. If I buy clothing, it's from my own store to promote myself. I mean, everybody else got their name out there. I can't keep feeding people that already got money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like, I'm not hating. It's just like I'm an underground rap artist. So those that might be my fans will be my fans. But if when I blow, because it's destined to happen. Um, if somebody says he's dope, but I'm not following him, I'm not mad at you because I have more than enough. I don't need to be greedy. I just have a different perspective on life. Maybe I'm just a little too artistic for our society.
yeah, maybe. All right, what's a male ladybug called?
Huh?
I was saying, what's a male ladybug called?
What's the what?
Hold on. I think my. What's a male ladybug called?
I don't know. I think it's still be a ladybug.
Hmm. All right. If you were given an elephant that you couldn't sell or give away, what would you do with it?
Depending if I had the property or whatever, I'd keep it. If I had the acres of land, I would keep it and get up every day, make sure he or she is washed, make sure they have a big area where they can swim in because they like the water, feed them or her, and just treat them like one of the family. You know what I'm saying? Like my own child.
Yeah, like a dog or whatever.
No, but that's my baby. I wake up. I'm gonna tell you, elephants are smart. There's an elephant named Suba. You got to look her up. She knows how to paint. She was one of the first elephants that actually could paint before they started training elephants to do it. And the other elephants hated on Suba and tried to beat her up all the time because she could paint. And now that goes back into what I was talking about societal norms. It's crazy that even animals will do that to each other. And we do that to the next human that thinks outside the box.
Yeah,
I'm a living testimony to that. And so I can relate to that story. So when you said the elephant thing, it was like, damn, wow, that's why I threw that in there.
yeah, for real, yeah. I hear what you're saying. Like, if an elephant's even different, a little different, the whole like pet kicks him out or kicks her out because she's
Bro,
not doing something that
it ain't
she's
easy
doing.
being a handsome Negro with a wig on and lipstick. Trust me, it ain't easy, especially when you rap. But I deal with it, man. I deal with because see the problem is we have too much social engineering going on within hip hop, and I'm here to break that shit because hip hop is a rebellious art form. Now, if it's rebellious and I'm a space rapper, I am the punk version of hip hop. So if I add this aesthetic on, that makes me ultra punk hip hop because hip hop, believe it or not, was created after the sexual revolution and after the civil rights thing we went through as black people. We had to tell our story, and we did. And due to our DNA and genetics, we carried that from Africa. Hip hop started in Africa from the griots who played musical instruments and told stories. Then it went to the West Indies like Jamaica, and you have dance hall. Then it came over here, DJ Kool Herc. So what I'm doing, I'm just a child of hip hop that's rebellious as fuck.
And that's real right there. Do you feel like you gotta have like an image too? Like
I
when
can't
you
hear
make,
you.
oh, hold on. Do you feel like you gotta have an image too when you make music? Like,
Yes, to in order to separate yourself. One thing I learned, and it was from label employees when I lived in New York. I had the privilege to meet people who worked at record labels, and one of them told me this whole battle rap thing, and I'm gonna be real, this whole battle rap thing, everybody's on whatever. They said in about a year or so, music's about to change. The next year, the South was on top. I already caught wind of it. And they also said, you need to understand that you are a different artist. You actually are an artist. You rap and everything. They said, You got to stop with the do rags, the white. I used to look just like it. I used to look like a nigga that belonged to Dipset or Wu Tang the way I used to dress, and they got me away from that. It was like, no, you don't have to fit a mold
Yeah.
because the mold is already there. Why would you look like everybody and sound like everybody? Who's gonna notice you? We notice you're different lyrically, but when we look at you, we don't know. We think you're just one of the average. So if you look like one of the same people, we already gonna have in our mind, no, all right, I'm gonna give it a listen, but he's probably the same thing. Not taking nothing away from the Wu, not taking nothing away from Dipset. Those are my hip hop elders, and I respect my elders. But at the end of the day, I gotta do me.
No, that's real. That's real. Especially like to stand out too from the rest. Like there's billions, like millions of rappers too that trying to make it. So
I'm gonna ask you a question. You know, my name is Mella J Nix. People ask me what the J is for. I say, hey. So now you got five rappers, right? One is named MC Dime. The other one name is MC Penny. The other one named MC whatever, MC whatever. Then you got me. Who would you remember based on their name and their look the most?
yeah, it would be you definitely because you pop out the most. Yeah, I hear that. Even like with another example, like have you heard of 6ix9ine, the rapper?
Yeah, yeah,
Like how he became known like more is because of his hair too. He used to dye his hair like a certain way, like rainbow style, and then that got him
yeah.
like more known. People started like listening to him more, got more in tune to his music because of his image and all. So yeah, I hear you. Like image
Well,
definitely plays a role.
funny thing, you talk about his rainbow hair. I actually have a rainbow wig in my room.
Mm.
I gotta figure. I already know the outfit I'm gonna wear with it, but
Yeah, so yeah, that's what I was
uh,
saying. Like image for sure plays a part. Like if you're trying to rap and all, trying to blow up.
yeah. But at the same token, one thing we got to remember too is even with the image, sometimes people expect a certain sound from you. So if your image is very posh and very conservative, and you're rapping hardcore, you'll throw people off. That's a jewel for everybody. So sometimes what a thing looks like is not what it sounds like or acts like or behaves like. Human psychology 101. That's how you mind fuck
Yep, yep. So yeah, I'm hearing
a
that. All right, let's get
person.
into your life story though. Where were you born and raised?
I was I was born in Columbus, Ohio. My mother was murdered when I was 7. I was raised in Markham, Illinois, which is 15 minutes outside of Chicago. Um, I left home at 16. My family wasn't the most loving. I was hated because of my mom, because I had my own perspective of the world. I grew up as a Jehovah's Witness. I can't stand it. Do not put me in a box. Do not tell me something you are not practicing. Moving forward, I've been around, I hit the streets of Chicago. I was around groups like Crucial Conflict, Psychodrama, all that. Those are my big brothers and sisters to this day. Um, then I went to New York. I was around Q-Tip, AZ. I ran into everybody, even Tretch, and he told me himself
That's fire.
that the rap game, yeah, no, the rap game is fucked up, shorty. Fuck with it if you want to. Tretch told me that, and I found out the hard way because label execs told me you got too much of this to be a product. Just do you. Um, I had the privilege of drinking and toasting with Bono from YouTube. Yeah, that Bono. I ran into Kehinde Wiley, the famous painter that did Barack Obama portrait. He did a portrait of me as well that helped jumpstart his career. So,
That's
like,
dope.
I don't have a name in the art world, but my political resume, I already got clout. That's all. I just got to put the work in, and look what we're doing. So yeah, man. Yeah, anybody anybody that anybody listened to, I was around those people like I'm talking to you.
Hey,
And
no, that's dope.
the killer, like Jay Diggs, Matt Dre, homeboy. Jay Diggs know who I am. Beach Rider, because we met on South Beach. Jay Diggs, yeah. In fact, let me tell you the story. So I was walking up the street with this pretty young lady. She was on my arm. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't where I needed to be in life. but I was talking to her and she was listening and holding my arm. And H Rider pulls up in a brown Mercedes drop top AMG, and H Rider get out the car. The girl thought I knew him the way we were talking, and what happened was I didn't know he was with J Diggs. So me and J Diggs started speaking, and then J Diggs was breaking down this nation, this music, and all this about
Yeah.
Matt Dre and everything in the Bay. And he told me, I said, I'm thinking about moving to Oakland. J Diggs said, you got a hood pass for me. When you get out to Oakland, you just tell him I told you it's okay for you to be there. All they gonna do is call me, and I'm gonna verify. So I got a pass. So fast forward, I wound up in Atlanta. I was at a strip club called Pinups. I met a young lady from Vegas, and I knew she was different because of her vibe. She was different than the rest of the Atlanta dancers. And I said, she was like, I'm from Vegas. I said, do you know of Jay Diggs? And she said, you know Jay Diggs? And I started talking to her. We hung out the whole night. She didn't charge me for no dances. We actually smoked an L. We smoked some broccoli, chilled. I dropped a $20 bill. She made sure I got my money back. She looked out for. She treated a nigga like a player. Yeah. So
Hey, so you were pretty much at the right place at the right time, like meeting all these like famous people and all.
and see, the thing about it is when I don't mean to sound braggadocio. I don't believe I should get my music review. You know why? Because I already got hip hop legends like Keith Murray who told me to stay hungry. He didn't say I was black. So if I get a music review, sometimes I purposely don't mix and master my shit. I purposely do things to hear what you're going to say. Then when I tell them, well, so and so told me this, so and so told me that, I've had a lot of music reviewers get upset. They get shaky eyed. They start looking around. Oh, well, that's just my opinion. No, that's your opinion. But your opinion is outweighed by an expert opinion. Now, on the flip side of that, even if an expert opinion told me I was whack and 100 regular people told me I'm dope, I still got a good opinion and I still got confirmation from God that told me I gave you a gift. Fuck these folks and do you.
Hey, spitting facts and all. Only the truth. All right. Okay.
You
So
didn't
you said
expect
you
this
were
in the
born.
interview, did you?
No, you definitely giving a lot of information and all. So I hear that. All right. What was your what's it called? Your parents' background like?
What do you mean?
Like, what did they work as?
My father was a slick talking weed pusher from West Virginia, and he was also into construction. My mother was in getting into nursing before she got murdered. So I tried to keep my mom and dad together, and me and my father got into an argument, and he dropped me back off at home because I wanted to stay with him.
Yeah.
And my whole thing about it was if I stay with him, then mom's gonna come calling. I'm a kid thinking like this. I'm thinking strategic. If he gets me and takes me in, then you're gonna start missing me, and then y'all gonna start talking. I wanted to bring them back together.
And this is while you were in Ohio.
Yes.
All right.
And
All
then
right. So
she met my stepfather. I'll never forget it. One night I almost stabbed my stepdad in the kidney because he tried choking my mom. And I went to the kitchen cabinet and pulled out a butcher knife and I was stabbing him in the I didn't know it at the time, but I was trying to hit him in his kidney. And my
yeah.
mom said, I don't know who taught you that, but you were if that knife was a little sharper and you were a little stronger, you would have pierced him in his kidney and he could you would have killed him.
And
I
what
was
happened
protecting
after?
my mother.
Yeah.
No,
And
he he got the fuck on. She called the police. Police came. She said, "Yeah, he said he stabbed me," and she said, "Yeah, because you choked me." And the police said he was protecting his mother. They just looked at me. I was about knee high. That's my mother. She was my best friend.
Yeah. And nah, for real. Yeah. All right. So what when you started going to school, like, did you go to school in Ohio first, or is it when you moved to
Yeah,
Chicago?
I went to school in Ohio. Then after my mother's murder, I went to school in Chicago. I went to school in Markham. Um, I remember catching chicken pox. and it scarred my face, and they would call me checkers and chessboard and all this. I I used to just get bothered by the kids. I never fit in nowhere.
You
And
would
I'm
get
gonna say
bullied.
this all the time. And you know what's funny? We as human beings at our ages, well, no matter what age you are, if you're over 21, we still do the same thing, trolling. That's book. We
Yeah.
have not learned yet that that shit can go left.
Yeah, nah, for real. So take it the wrong way, end up like starting a fight with you, or it could even get more serious to like a gunshots and all that.
And see, this is the thing. I'm gonna divulge this on your platform, and I'm not trying to be too descriptive, but my family, my aunt had a pistol in her room. I could have been an asshole and went to school and put that in somebody's stomach and said, "Look, y'all gonna leave me the fuck alone." I thought about it.
Mm.
My uncle
Yeah,
taught me how to shoot. I wasn't even in the fifth grade. My uncle gave me a Pro Handle 38 and showed me how to shoot. He took the bullets out of it. I was in the kitchen. I grew up around gangsters. Don't let this fool you. I'm not like that, but I don't have to get like that because I don't want somebody being like that with me. But humans, we don't think on that level.
yeah.
Everybody want content, rap wars. Everybody want content. Don't let your content get you in a body bag. Because I damn sure don't like three hot meals, three free meals in a cot.
I'm not. Yeah. All right. Okay, so you pretty much played it smart with it, like you thought about the consequences and all.
I don't want that at my grandmother's house. And I
Yeah.
couldn't stand her. But I had that much respect about my brother and my sister and the people that's in the house. It's a lot I didn't get involved with. I could have been a dope boy at 15. I had to connect. But they told me if you fuck something up, we know where you live at. I said, I need to just keep riding my bike, drinking my 40-ounce beers, smoking my Black and Mountain, staying in child's place. I had a fucking connect at 15.
Yeah, yeah.
I just flipped the whole
All right.
because
Oh,
at that age, I didn't have love. I thought love meant looking fly and having a pretty girlfriend on your arm. And my connects, the older cats across the street from me, they used to tell me, women bring problems when you start getting money. You're gonna have a bunch of because one of the girlfriends, the little jump offs, was arguing outside, and these dudes had freaking cases of broccoli in the house.
this whole
So
patch.
if she would have got the police over there, they would have got raided because she want to act a fool. So then I have to start thinking if you get into that type of lifestyle and somebody want to set you up and your woman's mind ain't strong enough, they're gonna get to your woman to get to you. It always happens. I'm not gonna be on that gerbil wheel, a hamster wheel. No, sir.
No, for real. Yeah, a lot of situations that go down where a rapper ends up getting killed or murdered. It's because like his girls like ended up talking to like the opposition or the enemy, dropping a
Or she dropping
location.
the location at the brunch place. Why are you on the phone and we're eating?
Yeah, yeah. Even now with the situation with PNB Rock, they were trying to say that this girl dropped the location, so that's how they found them.
I'm gonna say this. I read the Bible. I don't read it like every day, but certain biblical stories that I come across tell that same narrative about a woman, like with Samson. He was already an impulsive man. He was a Nazarite. He wasn't a Nazarene. But anyway, he had long hair, and his woman pressured him into telling him his weakness. One thing is, men, we have got to remember we are here to plant seeds in this earth. We are here to build. We are here to bring structure, foundation, and guidance to this earth. That is our duty since the days of Eve. A woman is your helpmate. Once she start giving her body to you, we seem to want to open up. And since me and my ex-girlfriend have broken up and I haven't been indulging in that, I have been feeling very free about myself. And I have been feeling also I can have a fine female friend. Before it wasn't like that. I thought I needed
Yeah.
love. I thought this. But sometimes that love is pain. And I don't like that kind of pain. Because when you ain't getting that dopamine high no more, you worse than a drug addict that can't get a hit. And you willing to do anything. That becomes our downfall. As men, stop idolizing the sugar water. It's good to have. I love sugar water. I like two pitchers of sugar water that kiss each other. But if I'm not where I need to be and they boosted me to get to where I need to be and they decide to leave and I don't have no confidence and structure within self, I fall.
No, that's real right there. You said at the age of 7 that your mother ended up getting killed.
Yes.
Like, how did that situation happen? Was it like in the streets she got killed, or in her home?
My stepfather came to the house and shot her in the chest. Last
Was
time I
this the
saw my
one that
mom, she was
was this the one that you stabbed?
yeah.
Mm. All right, all right. And what ended up happening to him?
He did jail time, prison time, but he's over in the Sudan. He's Nigerian. He's over in the Sudan. He contacted my sister. My sister told me because she's into the medical field. He wanted her to bring her skills to the Sudan, and she denied it. She was like, "No, I'm not coming over there with you. You cause my family too much pain." We went through hell growing up with my grandma.
Yeah.
If my mother never entertained him again, and see, that's something I've learned when I look back at it with women, and this plays into something that happened yesterday, and I'm gonna say it today. We got a kid. I'm gonna tie all this in. We got a kid, 20 something years old at my job. He's already a millionaire. He's in the stocks. Okay. Young
All right.
lady at work says, no, he's not my type. And I understand women have their type. I'm not taking it away. But y'all the same women who say you want to do with his shit together. Why is it when you got your shit together, y'all don't get the motherfucker you need to be with? You go,
All right. Yeah. No.
I'm being for real. A
Yeah.
woman could have every letter in the alphabet behind her name because has 3 full master degrees. Not all do this, and I'm not generalizing. You don't go get somebody like Dr. Huxtable. You go get Pooh Shiesty. That if that's who you love, cool.
Yeah.
But things have to be in harmony.
And
If
yeah.
it's too much water on rock, water will erode rock. We have to have a certain amount of rock, certain amount of water. That's wisdom to balance everything out. Things have to be in a balance.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I hear that for sure.
Bro,
And
bro. Because my mother thing was, she said, I feel you boys, you and your brother, y'all need a man in your life. Every boy needs that male figure. And I get it. And I said, Mom, you're all we need. You're all, Mom, I teach my little brother how to fight. I taught my brother and sister how to fight. If they ever had a problem, they come get me and my 2 cousins. I would take the ass whooping for fighting somebody up the street because y'all picking with. Win, lose, or draw. And it got to a point, niggas in the neighborhood I grew up in want to start jumping on me because they said this motherfucker something else. Here he comes. Leave him alone. We got enough going on. We ain't got parents, dude.
yeah. Yeah. No. I,
Maybe I'm just too much of a big brother, bro.
no. Yeah. No. You
I feel
know.
like I feel like San Miguel sometime with my sword. If you know who San Miguel is.
Um. No, I'm not really familiar with him.
He's Saint Michael. Saint Michael.
Yeah, I heard of him.
If you go to a botanic, I'm not taking that away from Christianity. Go to a botanica. San Miguel is like this patron, guardian angel. People put in their house, burn candles to keep evil and negative away. That's why, like, yeah,
Mm. Yeah, I'll
win,
definitely
lose, or draw.
check it out. Yeah, I feel that. All right, so are you still close with your biological father?
Nah. Last time I talked to him, I was knee high to an hill.
Mm. And would you ever try to like reconnect with him at all? Or
Uh, I give fuck less. I mean, he's had the opportunities, but my dad. One thing I get from my dad, I like a nice piece of tail. I like to chase. I like a fine woman, and see, he gets money. So I already know he's something like me. Once I get money and I got my booze and shit, I'm looking for sugar water. So
yeah,
he ain't he ain't looking for responsibilities. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want nothing from him. I
yeah.
don't. I knew he was up. He kept a new Cadillac. That motherfucker was up.
So he was doing like some illegal activity, making money.
And then he was, what I'm saying, doing construction. So it's cool.
Mm. All right, all right. Okay, and going to school in Chicago, like how was that environment? Like,
I was always a different one because by this time I had I was discovering females and I was like, damn, she fine, damn, she fine. So by this time I had wound up in a high school in Chicago, which is in O Block. I went to a high school that's no longer around. I ain't gonna say no names, but if you're from Chicago, if you know, you know. I'm gonna just say the mascot. I was a Cardinal. That's all I want to
now,
say.
what year was
But
this? And was it in high school or
high school,
okay? What year was it? Like early 2000s?
somewhere around there. But anyway, um, I was always a different one because I didn't fit in with the No Limit, the gangster rap crowd. I listen to gangster rap. I didn't fit in with the 5% crowd, but I understood, and I didn't understand until later on because I did study with the Nation of Gods and Nerds. Yeah, I never did my 120, y'all, but my Supreme Alphabet, my Supreme Math, all that is still up here. I just look like this now. But yeah, I got knowledge of self. But
Yeah. So you would get good grades and
yeah,
all
so
too.
sometimes I was really problematic. I was actually kicked out of my first high school for pulling the fire alarm.
Yeah. Like, what led to that situation like happening?
I got tired of being picked on and bothered, and I said, "Fuck y'all, I'm gonna show you."
And you brought it to school and like put it out on one of like
So
the
what happened?
bullies or
I waited until every, people were in the pool doing swim class, and it
yeah.
was the winter time.
So you caught them lacking.
I got that gangster in me. I'm petty.
And that's crazy right there. And what made you like not
Yeah.
what made you not shoot them or let off like a shot?
No, what it was is family. Pressure comes from multiple places in our lives. It could be family. It could be work. It could be the house. I gave you three forms of pressure. One, two, and three. You're in the middle of the triangle, right? So
Yeah.
you're getting pressure from all angles. It's going to be that one time that you're going to say, fuck this. I'm going to give you a taste of your own medicine. My favorite movie was Falling Down, Michael Douglas. My other favorite movie is Taxi Driver. I understand. Taxi Driver, De Niro, he liked the girl. He wanted the best for her,
Oh,
but she had a pimp.
oh okay.
He didn't.
Yeah, take oh
He
you
didn't
take
like
the
the
put it in
pimp
the
bullying
freezer.
her.
Right. What? All right, all right. What were you saying before that? You said about a pimp. Hold on, I kind of glitched out again. One sec.
So he didn't like the pimp bullying her into things.
All right.
So De Niro went all out. Michael Douglas was losing his son in Falling Down.
Mm.
It all started him fucking up. Look up the movie Falling Down. It's in California. It's in LA. They pissed a man off in traffic. Some drug dealer ran up on him because he left his Mike Douglas leaves his car from the highway. He just start walking, winds up in a park somewhere. Drug dealer tries him. Mike Douglas gets his Mac 10 and goes all out. Puts the Mac 10 in his briefcase. He goes to a burger joint. He says, I want a burger. They give him the burger. He says, no, this ain't what I want. I want what it looks like up there. He's like, this is false advertising. I feel I connect to it because you never know what a person's been through and how far they're willing to go to prove their fucking point. I'm sick and tired of it. He wound up killing himself in the end of the movie because he didn't want to do all that prison time for the shit he was doing. But I can't blame him. And that's something, too, I don't understand about our judicial system. I'm not saying it's okay to go out and kill somebody who was innocent, who may have pissed you off because you've been holding on to this pressure for so long. What I'm saying is people are going to have a natural human reaction. And if we don't know what's the cause of their reaction, or if you're around somebody that's fucking with somebody that's making them react towards everybody else a certain way, that blood guilt is on you if they pursue something to that nature.
Yeah,
Am
yeah.
I making sense? No,
Nah,
I'm just saying.
most deaf.
No, because I had a partner, I had a homeboy. His cousin, his sister's boyfriend said, "You're the coolest black dude I've ever met." He said, "I went to school in New Jersey. I was living in New York at the time." He said, "All the kids in my class picked on me. They were black." I said, "I'm glad you didn't become a cop." I said, "Because you would have gave," he said, "You're right. I would have gave hell to every black person I saw." You got to be and I'm not making black or white thing. Please, we're going to X that out right now because you got good in all of us and bad in all of us. Black, white, Spanish, whatever. But that bully shit, that will get you will get Swiss cheesed up. People ain't going to keep taking that shit.
Nah, for real. That's why there's like all these school shooters now. They probably were getting bullied and then ended up just crashing out. Oh yeah, I hear what you're saying. You're dropping jewels.
Bro. And see, that's the thing. If once I get to where I'm going, I wonder how the rap game is going to. Well, I'm not going mainstream. We know that for a fact. I ain't going mainstream. But once shit gets viral or whatever, I wonder how they gonna take it. I'll buy them some lube. You can take it how you want. I hope
Mm,
you caught that bar. Take it how you want. I'll buy you the lube.
right.
Not you. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
so, so, because y'all know better. In street culture, mind your business, get your money. The streets don't even follow their own rules. Religion don't follow its own rules. So how the fuck you expect somebody to dot their I's and cross their T's all the goddamn time? It
Uh,
takes a lot for me to stay this with this composure. That's where I get all my inspiration from. This is my artwork, bro. That's my artwork. Those just a couple pieces. Not counting the one over there. You know what I'm saying? Not counting that. Like, this is how I handle shit.
and you made a lot of them. You made into merch, right?
Yes, a lot of that goes into my merch. See, I take the bullshit and I turn it into shrooms. I trip out on the dumb shit. I take
Mm.
bullshit and make shrooms out of it.
Hey, dropping bars.
I don't think y'all understood what I just said, but okay.
On that creative artwork, huh? You dropped a
Not
song
even
called
creative,
you dropped a
huh?
song called Lil Mama, produced by Mac of the Year 2002.
Mm-hmm. Lil mama, let me holler at ya. Lil mama, let me holler at ya.
What is the one,
So
what is one reason why you like working with Mac of the Year 2002?
Mac makes music that inspired me to start making music. I'm hugely inspired by Boot Camp Click from New York. I'm hugely inspired by the 90s era and Outkast. So that song is actually my take on Bombs Over Baghdad, the Stankonia album, Bombs Over Baghdad. I love that song because that song, Bombs Over Baghdad, the way they're rapping, I said, how y'all rapping on beats like on a beat like that? So when I heard that song, that beat from Mac, I'm like, yo, let me get to it. And I wrote it right here, right then and there. I wrote it right here, right then and there.
That's
It,
fire.
the the hook, the chorus, "Hey, little mama, let me holler at you," was because me and my ex fiance, I had a joke. I said, if I made a song, "Little Mama, Let Me Holler at You," I said down here in South Florida, it'd go viral. It would hit radio. She was like, it would. I know how to make that dumb shit, but I'm not. But
Hey,
just because I
hey, that.
can, do I need to? Do I need? Do I need to be another microwave rapper? No.
Oh yeah, it's like it's pretty easy to like make the rap like just to rap like any other artist today now, like with all the mumble rapping they do and all.
You know, somebody I'm liking is I'm liking their music. What's her name? Eva Noxious
She's
from
like
Arizona. She's Mexican.
she's an underground artist.
Yeah, yeah, and her husband, uh, Gorilla, Sly Gorilla, whatever. But their husband, because they're always together. So I think that's his woman. But salute to them. I was just listening to her music the other night. I like that type of shit. The PHONK underground Memphis shit. That's the type of shit I'm on. Like, so when y'all hear my music, believe it or not, you're going to get more PHONK from me. You're going to get a lot of boom back from me, and you're going to get a little hyper pop. You may get songs like "Lil Mama Let Me Holler at You" because me and Mac have a few more songs that we did together. So
Yeah, no, that's dope right there. For sure, I want to hear some more. You spoke on one of your videos that some people who are doing good in life, like driving a Tesla, and their husband has like a good job, and that they have a problem on how you dress to work.
okay, so I had a job. Thank you. You are a good journalist, man. Thank
Yeah,
you.
you already know.
All right, well, I'm gonna go. Oh no, I appreciate it because you actually asked the right fucking question. So I'm finna get into this. Let me get this cigarette and go out here. So what it is I had got this job. I was working in fine dining. We were doing luxury catering. My owner told me her story of leaving Korea and how people didn't believe in her and all this. She gave me the whole spiel. So one day I come into work, I got my lipstick on, I had my lace front on my first day. I'm not thinking she gonna trip about it because I'm in the back. It's only me, her, four employees in the kitchen.
Yeah,
So she makes a comment. She makes a comment. Oh, I worked in cause she was an airline attendant for some years. She got her money up.
uh,
But anyway, she was like, I worked in air as an airline attendant and most of my coworkers were gay. Then she gonna make a she said that and then start doing this shit. I'm like, lady, I like sugar water. I say this to myself. I said, I know you're not trying to right. I know you're not trying to fucking come in. I'm a bonito. I'm not a bonita. I say, I know you're not trying to come in on an angle. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So then we had a meeting. She was like, I would love to see you come in consistent with your look because some days you got sticker paint in your face. Because I have hearts. Sometimes I wear hearts. Some days I may come in with a do rag and eyelashes. Some days it'll just be lipstick and a do rag, whatever.
Just trying to
But
get
I didn't
creative with it.
understand. Well, I switch it up. So I didn't understand, and I switch my look up all the time. But it's still glam punk, always and forever. But anyway, I couldn't understand how can you have so much money that you can put down on a Tesla robot to oversee your business, create an app with AI to oversee your business, and buy a self-driving Tesla, and you worried about a Moreno with fucking lipstick on. Now, if your priorities ain't fucked up, I don't know. And then she's like, "Oh well, I don't want to take you somewhere, and I'm worried about how my clients may perceive you." And I told her, I said, "Lady, my homeboy is Kehinde Wiley. He painted Barack Obama's portrait. A-list red carpet people do not trip on me. They applaud. But that's not what
She,
I'm talking. Not
yeah, she was worried about other people's like opinions and all.
why would you? I was a dishwasher in a luxury catering kitchen. I don't need to be out there with you talking to people.
Right.
I
Yeah.
told you I wanted to learn Asian cuisine just so I have something, a skill set under my belt. If I'm making fucking spectacular food and we in Vegas and I'm looking like this and I'm making your tacos better than Abuela and Abuelo could, would you care about how I look as long as I got my hairnet on and fucking using gloves and I got my face mask on so I'm not talking over your food and your food is coming out perfect every time? You'd probably be like, this motherfucker working with a wig on in this heat and this shit perfect and I don't get no attitude? Come on, man. Who
Yeah,
cares?
I'll just be more concerned in the food if it's good or not. Like, yeah, most def. So, do you should people be able to dress how they have like however they want at a job?
Now I'm gonna say this. I understand companies, depending on where you go, they're gonna have a standard. Like now where I work, I'm not allowed to wear eyelashes. I read my handbook. I can't wear this. It's cool. I love my
Yeah.
job. But because they told me from the get-go, we don't have a problem in our business relationship. And I
Mm,
think relationships should do that too. Set your standards of what you expect in the beginning. Don't wait 90 days or 60 days or 7 months.
yeah, yeah,
Now now tired of him rapping. You don't want him rapping because it ain't making no money. But you cool with him paying for this, paying for that, paying for this. He taking care of what he needs to take care of as a man, vice versa, man or woman, or whatever you're into these days. So now you setting the standard at the last minute of the game of y'all getting to know each other. And it becomes hectic. Like, I'm not tripping, but I just learned something from that situation. Some people are jealous of you because of the freedom you have that they aren't allowed to, because she has to look a certain way to be around multimillionaire people to serve them food.
yeah.
I don't want to live like that.
Mm. Hey, no, that's real right there. You dropped a song called "Itchy the Killer." What was that song about?
That was actually me me actually getting into horrorcore. I'm a huge horror fan, and what happened? I got the beat from Breezy Revenge. Shout out to him. I heard the beat on YouTube, so I emailed the producer. I actually emailed a producer about a beat instead of snatching it, and he directed me to get the beat. I got the beat. I heard the
Yeah,
beat like 2 weeks straight. I saw the movie Ichi the Killer, and I said, "Yo, I am into horrorcore." My girlfriend introduced me to horror, and that's how the song came about. That's one of my favorite songs I've ever made.
yeah.
That's that's when sometimes I do the white face paint. I do my own version of the Joker. Like that's why I let him a green wig, and usually my hair is the same color as this wig. Like my natural haircut is like bright green. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's how it came about.
What was your mindset like when you made that song?
What was what?
What was your mindset like when you made that song?
Well, my mindset was destroy everything.
Mm. All
My
right, all right.
mindset was I was living in Atlanta at the time, and what happened? Everything was trap, 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 and I go against the grain. I go with the flow of life sometimes, but I also go against the grain. As my grandmother would say, I'm very rebellious.
All right. And a lot of your posts, you say you're a visual artist. Like, what does that mean?
Hold on. Hold on.
Yeah, so y'all make sure to tap into this one. It's gonna be out on my YouTube channel in a couple of days.
What were
Yeah,
you saying?
I was saying in your post, you say that you're a visual artist. Like, what does that mean? Hold on,
Hold
hold
on.
on. Yo, yo, yo.
What were you saying? Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, I was saying like in a lot of your posts, you say you're a visual artist. Like, what does that mean?
I paint. I do designer vinyl, toys. I'm into merch, clothing. Wake up tomorrow and put on an Alice in Wonderland dress and rock some black Air Force Ones with it fitted on and cut my hair bald and wear a spike collar. I'm gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm very, I'm very, I'm very,
Artistic with it.
very. Yes, yes.
I feel that. All right. If any like any advice you could give like to the younger like generation, like what would you say to them? They want to do music like you. I want to be an artist, a painter.
Um, do you? And take the mistakes and build on the mistakes. Don't build on the greatness. Those mistakes are going to be ladders for you not to make them. And sometimes in art, a mistake can help bring a piece out even better. To my lyrical
Yeah.
artists, my vocal artists, if you're underground, stop trying to sound with this underground thing. Underground means you're underground, you're different. Don't do what you hear is popular. It's good to take things from that, but you don't have to be that because we already got that. You're not a type beat because you're not a type artist.
Hey, no, that's real.
Broaden your
Yeah, make sure
range.
y'all take that to
Broaden
the
your
grave.
range.
Hey, this is a Rap Wars
Because
platform.
we got Lil Uzi. Because when I was doing underground hip hop, what I still am, but you had MF Doom. I can't be MF Doom. You have LP Aesop Rock. I can't be Aesop Rock. You have Aesop Rock. You have hieroglyphics. I can't be Dale the Funky Homo sapien. Am I? You're right. So you gotta
Oh,
have
yeah.
you gotta widen your range. Ain't nothing wrong with throwing auto tune, but if you're gonna do auto tune, do it differently. Why
Gotta
not
be
take your
unique.
bars or your words? How about you make a verse backwards? You take the verse and you start from the bottom of the verse and you say the words backwards all the way to the top.
Hey, that's thinking out of the box. Yeah, this is the
Actually, that's something I might try.
hey, got to. This is the Rap Wars platform. Hey, it was dope having you on. And yeah, we
Thank
definitely
you.
got to run it back. Make sure y'all tap in, don't tap out. And we out of here to the
At
next one.
MEMELLAHNIXIG. Y'all can check my YouTube channel out as well as some links in my bio.
Yeah,
One.
y'all tap in. All right, peace out.
Peace.
All right, make sure y'all check out my other interviews coming out. I got a couple more today. And yeah, peace.
Peace.